You've probably heard of the Great Depression, but do you know what caused it? In this video, we'll explore the complex web of factors, from risky investing to government policies, that led to one of the most challenging periods in American history. So stay connected till the end. But before we move further, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Let's get back to the video. 1. Stock market crash of 1929. The stock market crash of 1929 was one of the main triggers of the Great Depression. This event marked the end of the decade of prosperity that had followed the end of World War I. The stock market had been booming throughout the 1920s, but by 1929, it had become overvalued and speculative. When investors began to lose confidence in the market, they started to sell their shares, leading to a rapid decline in prices. On October 24, 1929, known as Black Thursday, the market crashed with millions of shares being traded in a single day. This triggered a wave of panic selling that led to further declines in stock prices. 2. Bank failures. The stock market crash led to a banking crisis as many banks had invested heavily in the stock market and lost significant amounts of money. Additionally, many banks had made risky loans to individuals and businesses that were unable to repay them. As a result, many banks failed and depositors lost their savings. The failure of banks further eroded confidence in the economy, leading to a decrease in consumer spending and business investment. 3. Oversupply and overproduction problems. In the 1920s, the United States experienced a period of rapid industrialization and technological advancements, which led to an increase in production capacity. However, demand for goods did not keep up with the pace of production, leading to an oversupply of goods. As a result, prices fell and businesses were forced to cut production and lay off workers. The decrease in consumer spending further reduced demand, creating a vicious cycle of declining production and employment. In response to the economic downturn, many countries implemented protectionist policies, such as tariffs and quotas, to protect their domestic industries. However, these policies reduced international trade, leading to a decrease in exports and a further decline in the global economy. 4. Monetary policy. The Federal Reserve, the central bank of the United States, played a significant role in the Great Depression. In the early years of the Depression, the Federal Reserve tightened monetary policy, raising interest rates and reducing the money supply. This policy was intended to combat inflation, but it had the unintended consequence of reducing consumer spending and business investment, exacerbating the economic downturn. 5. Economic depression. The Great Depression had a profound impact on the world economy, and its effects were felt for many years after the crisis had ended. It led to the rise of extremist political movements in many countries, as well as the collapse of international trade and investment. In the United States, the Depression transformed the role of the government in the economy, leading to the introduction of a range of social welfare programs and the creation of a more active role for the state in managing economic affairs. 6. Government policies. The government's response to the Great Depression was slow and inadequate. President Herbert Hoover believed in laissez-faire economics and believed that the government should not interfere with the economy. As a result, the government did not take significant action to address the economic crisis until Franklin D. Roosevelt was elected president in 1932. Roosevelt implemented a series of policies known as the New Deal, which included public works programs, financial regulation, and social welfare programs. These policies helped to stabilize the economy, but they did not fully resolve the economic crisis until the United States entered World War II. 7. Agricultural depression. The agricultural sector was also hit hard by the Great Depression. During the 1920s, farmers had enjoyed a period of high crop prices, which had encouraged them to take on debt to invest in new machinery and land. However, by the end of the decade, crop prices had fallen dramatically, leaving many farmers unable to make ends meet. This led to widespread foreclosures and bankruptcies, as well as a decline in demand for industrial goods that were dependent on the agricultural sector. 8. Reduction in trade. The Great Depression was a global phenomenon, with many countries experiencing a reduction in trade. This was partly due to protectionist policies, such as high tariffs and import quotas, which were implemented in response to the economic downturn. These policies made it more difficult for countries to trade with each other, which led to a decrease in international commerce. 9. Deflation. Deflation occurs when prices of goods and services fall, causing a decrease in demand. During the Great Depression, deflation was a major problem, as prices for goods and services fell rapidly. This led to a decrease in consumer spending, as people were hesitant to spend money when they knew that prices would continue to fall. 10. Collapse of the gold standard. The Great Depression was also caused by the collapse of the gold standard, In the years leading up to the Depression, many countries had adopted the gold standard, which linked the value of their currencies to the value of gold. However, the gold standard proved to be inflexible, and when the economy began to decline, it led to a deflationary spiral that further worsened the economic downturn. In conclusion, the Great Depression was a complex event caused by a combination of factors, including the stock market crash, banking crisis, overproduction, protectionism, monetary policy, and government policies. These factors combined to create a severe economic downturn that lasted for more than a decade and had a profound impact on the global economy. The lessons learned from the Great Depression helped to shape economic policy and thinking in the decades that followed, leading to the development of policies that prioritize stability and growth. This is for today's video. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing relevant content. Thanks for watching.